Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and I finally got myself my first golden weapon within Call of Duty Vanguard's multiplayer, and that is on the MG42. This gun was quite pleasantly good to use. I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's a very underrated gun that not very many people I see using, and that's mostly because the STG and the MP40, as well as some other assault rifles and SMGs, have really been taking the spotlight for the launch of Call of Duty Vanguard. That's no big surprise to anybody, but the MG42 is quite a decent gun to use, and if you're looking for something that isn't a meta weapon, then I highly recommend using it. And so in case you guys are wondering what kind of class setup I use for this gun, I'll have an image on screen to show you the attachments I use. Sometimes I do change them out once in a while depending on how I'm feeling. So for example, the magazine I'm using right now is the 13mm anti-material rounds, and this actually makes your gun have more damage, and you'll realize right off the bat this gun does not have a lot of damage per shot. And so I use the 13mm ammo, and it's honestly not ammo, but the magazine type anyway, and it's a pretty good one. The only downside is you don't get an ammo type with it. And then of course the optic is something I also change out. The MK18 sun filter is a preference that I personally love using, and I think it's a very underrated optic that I don't see anybody rocking. I also do like to use the iron sights that you unlock at the very end of the I guess weapon levels that you earn. Those ones aren't too bad, but I also like using the 2.5 times scope on it as well. And so either way, it's usually the scope and the magazine that I like to kind of switch up a little bit. And of course, if I'm not using the 13mm anti-material magazine, then I'll just won't run any type of magazine attachment, and I'll just use an ammo type like the FMJ, for example, which I used quite a bit on this gun because there is a particular challenge where you need 100 bullet penetration kills, and this is the one challenge that held me back from getting it gold for a long time. And I cannot tell you how much harder this actually was than I thought. What's cool to know though, and this is a very good tip for you in case you guys don't know this, but once you have a wallbang kill, that of course counts as a bullet penetration kill towards the challenge for this gun. But one thing I found very interesting is that bullet penetrations isn't necessarily like shooting objects that are on the map or trying to shoot through a door and killing enemies, and hopefully it counts towards the actual challenge itself. One thing you can actually do is shoot through your teammates in core mode, and it will actually count as a wall bang for the challenge, which I find to be pretty awesome. Also, you can shoot through enemies, so there could be two enemies who are right in front of each other, and then if you shoot one enemy and you kill the guy behind them before you kill the guy in front of that enemy, then that also counts as a wall bang, and of course can be completed through this challenge. So you don't necessarily have to be shooting through walls all the time to get it done. You can of course kind of cheese your way by shooting through teammates in core mode, and of course shooting through enemies to kill their own teammate and be able to get a wall bang through that. So there are different ways to actually get wall bangs in this game. Thank goodness you don't actually have to just spray down some sort of wall to get kills or anything like that. But either way, that challenge did take me a long time considering you need 100 of them. Also, you need 100 point blanks with this gun as well, which also wasn't easy to do. It probably took me 2 days to do actually, which doesn't sound too bad, but thank goodness we have the DOS House 24/7 playlist, and I pretty much just played basically I just camped around every corner, and every time an enemy would run around the corner I would just spray it and then hopefully get that point blank kill. But this gun has a lot of vertical recoil when you use it, and you're definitely going to notice that when you have no attachments unlocked for it. And of course the DPS, the damage per shot on this gun, is pretty low. It does not deal much damage at all, but it does have an extremely fast fire rate, which of course is the reason why it kicks so much when you're actually spraying it. And so you're definitely going to be using attachments where you're going to be reducing that vertical recoil, probably mostly that horizontal recoil as well, so that way you're able to maintain that vertical recoil a lot more. And of course finding attachments to actually increase the base damage as well, which is why I use the 13mm anti-material rounds. And so either way, this gun, even though you can say the same thing with any gun in the game with no attachments, they're very rough to use at first, but once you start earning attachments they become so much better, and you're definitely going to notice that within Call of Duty Vanguard. And so either way, I thought it'd be really cool to just talk about this gun since it is pretty much an off meta weapon and I never see anybody use it, and I think it's very underrated. It's so much fun spraying it on DOS House. Honestly, if you want to get some really good mega kills and super kills, then you can literally do that without having to reload this gun. And you can actually change out the magazines for a 50 round one where you can reload a lot faster, but I don't like doing that because the reload, even though it is a lot faster, you still run out of ammo really quickly because you only have 50 rounds in that belt that you put on the gun. And so either way, this gun was quite fun to use. I highly recommend using it if you want to use something that isn't a meta weapon currently. And so either way, that's really all I have to say. I'm very excited to have this gun done. My very first weapon gold within Call of Duty Vanguard. Of course, the M1 bazooka is also done as well. God, 4 rocket launchers, you guys. That is just, that's going to be real difficult. But in case you guys are wondering, I think I am going to actually make a video giving out tips on how to actually get done with the ground streaks and field upgrades for your rocket launchers. Because for me personally, I don't run into very many enemy field upgrades. And even when I do, some of them don't actually blow up instantly, or they don't get destroyed instantly when I shoot at them with the actual rocket launcher. And so I might make a video giving out tips on how to actually get that challenge done a lot quicker. But nonetheless, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel for more Call of Duty videos every single day, and I shall catch you guys later.